Hello everyone. I decided to record my thoughts connected to Enchiridion, a book written by Greek Stoic Epictetus. I believe that we live in a really special moment in history. I'm recording from Europe, from Poland. We have war in Ukraine at the moment. People are talking about nuclear war. The situation is really dynamic, turbulent, let's say. So I think that this is the proper time to go back to Greece, to Stoicism, and try to find peace and calm down a bit. I don't know if Epictetus and Stoicism will give us peace, but I'd like to check. If you want to check with me, just follow this video and other videos. In the past, on this channel, I recorded 2 episodes about Meister Eckhart. I resigned from doing this. Maybe I will go back to Meister Eckhart, but now I decided to record some of my thoughts connected to Epictetus. There are only 3 subscribers on this channel. I see names of 2 of them, Andrew and Joe. So guys, thank you for this subscription, because I'm doing this for you at this moment. I hope that we will reach bigger public. But from the Stoic perspective, the public is less important than doing the right thing if you feel that you need to do it. So I will read one thought of Epictetus from Enchiridion, and then I will give you a short commentary. And of course, I'm really interested in reading your commentaries. So you can leave your comments below if you feel that that you need to do it. You can, and I will be glad to see some of your comments. So let's go to Epictetus and his first thought. Okay, so now I'm going to read the first thought from Enchiridion, written by Greek philosopher Epictetus. Some things are in our control, and others not. Things in our control are opinion, pursuit, desire, aversion, and, in a word, whatever are our own actions. Things not in our control are body, property, reputation, command, and, in one word, whatever are not our own actions. The things in our control are by nature free, unrestrained, unhindered. But those not in our control are weak, slavish, restrained, belonging to others. Remember then that if you suppose that things which are slavish by nature are also free, and that what belongs to others is your own, then you will be hindered. You will lament, you will be disturbed, and you will find fault both with gods and men. But if you suppose that only to be your own which is your own, and what belongs to others such as it really is, then no one will ever compel you or restrain you. Further, you will find fault with no one or accuse no one. You will do nothing against your will. No one will hurt you. You will have no enemies, and you not be harmed. Aiming, therefore, at such great things, remember that you must not allow yourself to be carried, even with a slight tendency towards the attainment of lesser things. Instead, you must entirely quit some things, and for the present postpone the rest. But if you would both have these great things along with power and riches, then you will not gain even the latter, because you aim at the former too. but you will absolutely fail of the former, by which alone happiness and freedom are achieved. Work, therefore, to be able to say to every harsh appearance, you are but an appearance, and not absolutely the thing you appear to be. And then examine it by those rules which you have, and first and chiefly by these. Whether it concerns the things which are in our own control, or those which are not, and if it concerns anything not in our control, be prepared to say that it is nothing to you. This is the first thought in Enchiridion, written by Epictetus. Of course, there are three great Stoics, Epictetus, Seneca, Marcus Aurelius. I believe that Epictetus is the closest person out of these three people for us, because Marcus Aurelius, he was a Caesar, God himself, ruler of the world, so it's difficult to find any connection between me and him. We can read Marcus Aurelius to check how to be prepared, for example, for huge success. The same with Seneca. I like Epictetus because he was a slave, and when he received freedom, he still had this experience of being in a really bad situation. I don't want to say that we are nowadays in a bad situation, but as normal, average people, at least I look at myself as an average person, I feel some kind of relation to Epictetus more than to Seneca, whom I really like and appreciate, and Marcus Aurelius. So let me give you a short commentary about this first thought of Epictetus. When we read today the Stoic works, it seems that our world is completely different than this world described in their works, because we want completely different things than Epictetus, for example. We want properties, we want money, we want journeys abroad, etc. But Epictetus says that those things don't give us happiness. Happiness is completely different, and we have to start thinking differently about our life. So he says that there are things which are in our control and things which are beyond our control. In our control are things which are here in our head mostly, our pursuit, the way how we think about our goals, our opinions, our aversion, desires. These are things which are in our control because we can teach ourselves to think differently or to think in a different direction. We can control them. But on the other hand, things which we want to achieve now, properties, cars, computers, phones, etc., these are things completely beyond our control. The same with our body. We can try to do as much as possible to be healthy, but at the same time, we can't control the disease, for example, which is growing in us. So we say nowadays it's possible to hear from time to time that we live differently than Stoics says that we should live. But I think that in ancient Greece or in ancient Rome, people were the same as we are today. And the Stoics were in total opposition to them, because people all the time want to have more money, want to have more properties, etc. It's normal. We are like some English philosopher says, Homo economicus. So we think about our financial situation, let's say. and we try to make it better than it is. But at the same time, from the Stoic point of view, our happiness comes not from money, not from properties, but it comes from calm mind. And this is the only thing which we have to analyze and try to achieve. And when we have a problem, when we face a problem, we have to say to ourselves that we are not afraid of the thing which follows the problem, but we are afraid of the appearance of that problem. And Seneca writes in his moral letters that the best way to reduce stress when we are afraid of something is to divide this problematic thing into pieces and try to judge where is this stress located. That sometimes it's possible to divide the stress. We are sometimes afraid of one thing, but in fact we can look at it as a sequence of things, and we can fight not with one huge problem, but with a series of small obstacles. So we are afraid of appearances of the things, not of the things. So yes, and of course we can't achieve. Epictetus says that we can't achieve great things such as courage, justice, or wisdom when we want to achieve at the same time power and financial resources. You can't achieve both of them at the same time. And of course, the most important thing is to achieve great things. Great things, I believe that we can understand here as Stoic values, such as I said before, for example, courage, justice, and wisdom. So I'd like you to think about things which are in your control. Are you ready to control your mind, the way how you think about yourself? Nowadays we have lots of problems with depression, with people who have some kind of addictions, etc., etc. And sometimes these are people who have received a huge success in their lives. So maybe this initial sentence from Enchiridion, that we have to be focused on things in our control, is true. And at the same time, we need to forget about things which are out of our control. So let's try to think about the way how you look at world, and try to think about the way how you think. It's really necessary. It's really necessary to be focused on ourselves. Somebody could say that this is really egoistic, but at the same time, I think that this is the only way to be a human being who can give himself or herself to the world in a full scale, let's say. Because we need to control ourselves first, then we can try to control the rest. I think that this is really close to a different philosopher, Confucius, Chinese philosopher. He said probably almost the same thing. I'm curious what you are thinking about the first thought from Enchiridion by Epictetus. If you have any thoughts and any things which you would like to share with me, leave your comment below. I hope that I will have more subscription on this channel, that you will that you want to hear more about Enchiridion. One more time, thanks Joe and Andrew for your subscription, and see you later. I will try to record a short video about the second thought from Enchiridion, and we will meet with Epictetus in a near future. Bye bye.